What's up? This is your boy Lucky Loco coming at you live out of Yakima, Washington. Just seeing what's going on with everybody. Got Baby Lucky with me. We're over here chilling, hanging out. Wanted to do a quick little live with everybody to see what's going on. As you can see, repping that Bach State, repping that Colorado, Pueblo, Colorado, Big Bad 719. Shout out to Mile High Hustle. Shout out to Gangish. Shout out to the rest of the homies out there, man. So I've been seeing a few things going on out here in the YouTube yard. I've been seeing some stuff about Dubs. People got their opinions. People got their stuff going on. People got it going, man. So, I just wanted to see what everybody thinks. Are you surprised or nah? Are you surprised? I mean, there's always been a little situation of whether I don't know. I've never got the gist of that. I've never really paid too much attention to Dubs. he just wasn't too oh shit, Chris from AZ, what's going on, man? Just out here chilling. Yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys thought about the Dubs paperwork. Were you guys surprised or was it or nah? Haven't seen you around. Yeah, man, I've been busy, bro. I've been really busy. It's been, ever since me and the family separated. Okay. Just seeing the whole breakup, the whole going through custody battle and stuff, man. There's been a lot on my mind, bro. So I haven't been. And I got Baby Lucky right here. Want to come say hi?
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi, Chris from AZ. See him right there?
Hi, Chris.
From AZ.
From AZ.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I seen a lot of stuff go down about the whole the Dubs paperwork. He's always. I don't know. I'm not really too surprised. I mean, if he was in good standings, I really don't think he would be. I don't think he'd be doing videos with Gunner because Gunner's a well-known person that walked away from the life. I don't know.
Call it Lucky Loco.
The mini Lucky Loco. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Want to say hi to him?
Hi, Chris. From AZ.
Yeah. So right now I'm fighting for custody of this little one. As you can tell, I got custody of him still. We got court coming up next month. Yeah, just a lot going on. So I haven't been able to really do stuff. God, I've been hustling. Man, I had to come up with, I think, $4,200 every 2 months or every month to pay for the house, to pay for all this stuff, bills.
I have the charger.
Hold on. No, I got to charge it because I got to take off to work.
When?
I got to take off here in a few. I had it right there. Oh, look, it's all raining.
What you doing?
4,200. Yeah, it was bad, bro. Because the rent was 22. The truck cost money. It cost money for the food. I had my other son with me. He decided to dip out and go do his own thing. Repairs to my other son. He's not doing anything bad. We don't communicate no more. That's on him. It's a one-sided beef. So. But yeah, it was a lot of money to come up with, and then I never had no time. I'm tired, but things are starting to pan out. Things are. I found a smaller house. We're gonna be moving here next week, so yeah, a lot of different stuff going on, man. But anyways, my thoughts on Dubs and his paperwork is, like I said, I don't think it really. Some dude named Dubs.
Told.
Yeah, how'd you know? Oh, from Chemo, huh? Dubs told. tell Chemoflix hello. Say hello, Chemoflix.
Hello.
Chemoflix.
Chemoflix.
Yeah. Say Dubs told.
Dubs told.
Remember he kept saying that in his video? Say it again.
Dubs told.
Yeah, there's housing, not just that. There's a long waiting list for it. He said, Dubs, who? Dubs told. Say it again.
Dubs told.
Oh man. See, shout out to Chemo Flicks, man. Me and Junior always watch that, huh? He's funny, Dumpster. I can't believe you remember that. But anyways, like I said, I never really took his ever since seeing like the him going off on Jerry and telling that he's gonna wreck his whole family. It's just like, yeah, dude's kind of out there. He's a little unstable. So it's just like, not as you guys know, I'm not really into the drama. It's entertaining. Like when Chemo Flicks watch it or does videos, we definitely watch them. Yep, every single. I don't care how many times he drops it. I'm gonna watch it. I don't care how long the video is gonna be. If it's 2 hours, 3 hours, we're gonna watch.
Does he make hours videos?
Yeah, remember we were watching it for like 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours, but we support Chemo. But yeah, and then I see Chemo getting shine on the 16 to Life. It was pretty cool. Shout out to Chemo and all the work he does, and he's definitely entertaining. But yeah, my thoughts on Dubs is let me get back onto the whole paperwork and everything like that. It wasn't really no surprise. And some people will carry themselves a certain way. I mean, that's all that he's known or people known their whole life, and then they still act like that super bad, super serio person, and that's the character that they have to keep portraying over and over. Get a couple beers in you, and you start having to bring that mentality back. And I'm guilty of it too. Get a couple beers in me, and I'm not Lucky Loco no more. I'm that super bad serio person. All bark, no bite. You know what I mean? But thank God I don't drink no more. And next month will be 4 years of sobriety. Oh, this is my little baby. Huh. My little baby. Look, I think Junior wants to hang out. It's coming out.
Where is he?
Right over there. Grab your phone, go charge it with him.
I have barely any gum.
Do you? Dang.
It's good. Is he?
Yep. Go get him.
Is he in the truck?
No, he just left the truck. He went to go grab something for his dad.
Okay.
Look, there's Thomas and his wife right there. Here's your phone. Go charge it.
Okay.
And ask them if they got a hair tie. My hair's all gross. I need it.
I see some on the tree.
I know, but go ask him.
I'm gonna tell him bye.
Okay.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna wait 10 seconds again.
Gonna wait 10 seconds? See if anybody says goodbye.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, he's waiting for somebody to say goodbye. There you go. It goes, peace out, Mini Lucky. Say thank you, Christopher Macy.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Let me see. I'm not gonna have a hair tie in here somewhere. But anyways, yeah, I'm still working at the casino. I got a catering job coming up tomorrow. Which is gonna help out a lot. I've been going through bye son. I'll see you in a little bit. I'll come in. All right, love you. Well, anyways, yeah. My son's gonna go hang out with his friend. Dubs' paperwork. It was really not too surprising. I mean, I don't know the way. I guess I don't know. It's really not that big of a deal to me. We're all outside in the free world, and I'm not locked up with him, and I'm not in the yards. Sometimes our mentality's still back in them yards, but I just wanted to, what do you guys think on the paperwork? What do you guys think about, the reaction of other people? I know a lot of people, when they have paperwork on G-Face, but I can see where Josh did go off on G-Face a little bit more, because G-Face was claiming to be the super serio person and super thugged out. I could see where Josh was like, you know what, fuck this dude. I'm gonna go after him. To me, I don't know, man. I mean, I really never got down on Dubs' story. You know, the stories. He's just not really that entertaining to me. You know, just it's that's just me. I'm not saying that he's a way better content creator than me. He knows how to keep controversy. He knows how to get people going. He knows how to get people worked up. He knows how to, you know, he's good at his job. Me, on the other hand, all I know how to do is make the best fry bread in the world. Know how to kick it with my kid. You know, hang out with my family. You know, do things for the community. It's just different stuff. So I don't know. I just wanted to check out what you guys think of what's going on. I think it's comical. Like I think it gave, because I can tell right now that Dubs isn't Chemo's or most of the people's cup of coffee. Or L, you know what I mean? The way he keeps going in on people, you know, if you're gonna ditch it out and start, you know, exposing people and getting into all these YouTube beefs, and you know, you get into that lane to where you're like, you know what, get behind this TV or get behind this. Why are you worried about paperwork? You are. I'm just asking, Diamond Gang. You know, I ain't worried about nobody's paperwork, but it just seems to be the topic of other people's stuff. I give a shit. I mean, if I see Dubs or Gunner, I ain't got no beef with them. I just see the topics of what everybody else is going through. It says you are on. What does that say? I can't even see. It has like a dollar sign right there. Let's see. Maybe if I click on it, show on stage. Put user on top. Why would I put them on? You are on PC channels that say, "Oh, okay." No, I guess that's cool. I mean, it's no biggie to me. You know, I watch channels. It don't matter. Watch the Convicts Perspective, Paradigm Media News. Watch all that, man. Do I have them over at my household? No, I don't. Do I have anybody over at my household? Hell no. I'm over here protecting my family, doing what I got to do. I hustle. I work at the casino. I'm poor. I'm broke. I'm busted. You know, ain't no thing to me. I'm not too worried, but I'm just, it's a subject, a topic of, you know, to me, I really don't care. I don't care about, like, what the hell's going on. You know, birds of a feather flock together. You're on my channel. I guess that makes you part of it too. I say. But I appreciate the comment, man. Helps the algorithm. I ain't got no problems with nobody. And I'm pretty sure I know who's behind that little channel right there, because there's only one person that dislikes me on the YouTube yard, though. And I still don't talk about him. You know what I mean? So I was looking for my lighter. So yeah, man, it's just, to me, am I surprised about it? Nah, not too worried about it. You know, I don't think he lied about it. He just, you know, when you clown other people for being on PC yards and, you know, telling or whatever, debriefing, you know, and it's, you know, it seems like everybody else is like, it's just like when they do the prison channels, you know, something pops up. Something will pop up. Somebody's been in the yard with him. And I explained it before. I was like, man, I remember before Gangish and all these other people came out and started making channels too. And I was going to exaggerate a few stories. And then after, I was like, no, fuck that. I ain't going to lie about nothing. Prisoning, nothing. I didn't want to. And then I'm glad I didn't, because, you know, who would have, I would have been exposed like quick, because Gangish was on the same prison yard. Fucking Mile High was on the same prison yard. They'd be like, who's this fool? He didn't do that. He didn't beat up 30 people on the prison yard fights. You know, just how some people will over exaggerate some stories for content and get people going. And I just didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to get punched out because I have no idea who Diamond Gang is. Right? Make him mad. He want to punch me out. You know what I mean? I don't know who he is, because that's definitely not his face. You know what I mean? It's YouTube. social media is a really dangerous place, and you have to have a lot of respect for people, man. Even for your rivals or past rivals or anybody else that gets into it, because there's a lot of wackos out there, bro, and there's a lot of people that take respect 100%, whether it's on social media, whether it's on here. And I think that's the reason why the subject of like Dubs is because he was pushing that narrative. He wants that respect. He wants that. I think a lot of people do. They want that respect for who they used to be on that prison yard before they PC'd up or wore a wire, or just they want that respect and that camaraderie. They miss that. When I think about it, man, and going back to the Vadio and stuff like that, I kind of but there's a different type of love that I found. I found love and respect from the community, like in a positive way. I found love and respect for my kids, setting examples for the next person. So hopefully the child doesn't feel that this is the only option of becoming RIP mural on the wall, or a t-shirt, or, a social media post, or, there's more to the world than just, this gang life, the drug life, and that's short lived. You know what I mean? It's very, very short lived. And my thoughts on it is that Dubs rehashes the past when he has a couple beers in him. The alcoholism will get the best of him. He will be, start drinking and become that. Oh, I fucking whacked somebody, bro. I fucking shot him. I think that's what comes out. Like, I don't know if it's guilt, or you know what I mean, or whatever it is that makes him, just like how Chemo made a video of him drinking a beer and turning into a werewolf. You know what I mean? Just certain shit. So my point of view is, I think when he drinks a little bit, he starts rethinking. You have to respect him from the past that he came from, and it goes for a lot of these YouTube channels. It goes from Paradigm Media News, to start reliving past situations, and good people now. I mean, would I hang out with them of who they were in the past? No. There's a certain level and plateau that you have to hit to keep getting. You put out this positive energy, you put out this positive meaning. A lot of stuff comes back to you, and just the same with negative. A lot of stuff comes back to you. That's why you see people who pump negative videos out after negative video after negative video. You can't see them in public. You know what I mean? You won't see them in public. You won't see them. They'll talk a good game on the phone, but when it comes to like having a video, I seen the one where he did the Antifa dude was about to him and Gunner were gonna get into it, and it's just certain shit you can't when you're out here making these social media famous or whatever, and because obviously Dubs made some people mad, which Gunner made people mad, just all these different people that if there's certain people see them, they probably want to get them chingazos, you know what I mean, or worse. That's why you gotta have. I don't know. I don't want to push that narrative. That's why mine's a Native American channel. But what I think is people start rehashing the past, and that goes the downfall with Flacco too. Where people jumping on and saying worried about when this is why are you worried about paperwork? You're on PC channels that say and Flacco would take that to heart and be like, oh, what's up? Who's this guy? And he would show up like on the smallest channels too that would debate anything that he had to say or do, and he would show up. And I think that was his downfall too, was letting that past ego of who he used to be, or getting on the YouTube and pushing that narrative, and started me. I don't want to hang out with people that I have to carry guns around or feel that I need to protect myself from them. And I got kids, homie. I'm an old ass man. Ain't no way I'm gonna make it on a fucking prison yard now. I'm fucking 47 years old. But just my thoughts on it. I'm not surprised about it. And then again, I think, you know, people wanted Josh to go in hard on Dubs, but you know, it's Josh's channel, Josh's reactions, and you know, it's I don't think Dubs was pushing. You know, when he gets drunk, he'll say some stuff about other YouTubers and stuff like that. But when he gets drunk, that's when he starts doing stuff, and then that's when the alcoholism kicks in and he starts going off. That's my point of view. That's all I got to say about it. And like I said, you know, Dub's got a great channel. I don't really watch it. I watch the lives every once in a while. Sometimes you'll catch some crazy stuff on there. And sure enough, you know, watch it once in a while and you get some crazy stuff that Chemo's gonna make you, you know, remake the video. You know, shout out, like I said, shout out to Chemo, shout out to these other channels, and shout out to these people always tap in, Chris from AZ and everybody else that, you know, and it sucks not having, you know, certain stuff like, you know, Flacco. You know, he may have been on his shit, but he was always on YouTube. He was always doing like historical stories of his situations. My favorite one is when he said that he was on the run with one of his homies and they had a wig. He had to move his wig around. And he was on the run and didn't want to be seen. That to me, I thought that was funny as shit. You know, and Paradigm Media News. You know, he does a lot of stories about Southern California now, and I read his book. I enjoy watching boxer. You know what I mean? I enjoy watching. You know, I wish Flacco didn't have his downfall. I wish he didn't let all that stuff get to him. And you know, and to be quite honest, I think it was his wife that really put him in. He let her control how he. You know what I mean? He was, you know, obviously in love with her, and when they broke up, he got hurt and, you know, started drinking, started using, he started because it tripped me out. I was like, man, is this motherfucker? He was talking about sobriety and all this other stuff, and now he's drinking online and saying ciao, and, you know, wearing red, and it was crazy. But anyways, getting off subject, I got to start getting ready for work, man. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Been on for 22 minutes, man. Shout out to Al. Shout out to all these other channels, man. Shout out to Dubs. I mean, like I said, I've got no beef with nobody, homie. I'm just out here just watching the YouTube like the rest of y'all, and it's entertaining. You know what I mean? Got to get something going, man. You know what I mean? All right, man. It's your boy Lucky Loco, and I'm out of here.